Hi everyone, welcome to another moment of truth. And my name's Joe Neal, and I wanted to come to you today and shoot a real quick video out um, covering a little bit of information that we already have video out on, but we're going to discuss the Pegasus program, which you can see a little bit about that displayed on the screen right now. But I'm just going to show that clip again of John in his parking lot uh, with the motorcycles that are now there. And then I have a audio clip with John speaking with a person about this program that we intend to get you a lot more information on in the future. So I just thought this would be a good primer and give you a chance to go download this document. I just did it. Took me a couple minutes to find, very easy, but a lot of very important information as far as how we're being spied on. So yeah, I just keyed into the search engine hide and seek, tracking NSO groups, Pegasus software operations. I think that's about it. Pegasus spyware operations, sorry, in 45 countries, and quickly found this document and downloaded it. So I'm just going to play the clip and then come back and we'll scroll through this document just so you guys have a chance to see it, but I'm going to play the audio clip as we do that. So here we go. And I just want to thank you for watching, and hope you are learning a lot about gang stalking and targeted individuals, as well as the power of our Lord Jesus Christ to overcome all these things. So go to John real quick.
Hey everyone, I just wanted to come to you just to illustrate another point with community-based policing and sensitization. All week long I've been talking about getting a motorcycle. I'm sitting in my car, just, that it would be nice to go up to the mountains and ride a motorcycle. And then this is what they do with directed speech or directed anything. It can be anything. You start talking about how you want to ride a motorcycle, and literally parked right in front of my car is a motorcycle, and parked right there is a motorcycle. So it's very, 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 very suspicious to me that I, at the same time this week, was talking about this stuff, and we've got these motorcycles right up on me. So I just wanted to show a little sensitization going on. We know what you're doing. Stop gang stalking. It's illegal.
Right. It is totally illegal, immoral, and I don't understand how these people sleep with themselves at night. So now we're going to go quickly to this audio clip, expand this document for you guys so you can read it better. And
Hey, yeah. So one of the things that I was going to say really quick is just with sensitization and with directed speech and voice to skull. And voice to skull is also used to frame you with directed speech. And for example, with the motorcycle issue, like I've been talking about motorcycles and how I love, because I go up into the foothills with Erica, and Erica's here. Say hi, Erica.
Yes. So we've been talking about how John wants motorcycles and he'd love to have a motorcycle. So what do? They put a motorcycle in the space in front of us as a possible frame up to say, to maybe steal the motorcycle and say, well, we have text messages of you saying that you wanted a motorcycle, and it's kind of interesting that there was one right parked in front of your car that went stolen.
Hey, and if you guys actually think that's paranoid, well, then you need to just look into community-based policing and the tactics that are used under this program, under the Patriot Act.
They're always trying to frame people. They're constantly trying to frame you because.
Okay, so what you mean, Erica, is they want to take your digital data and then use it to frame you by changing the story and then doing some act like we're talking about motorcycles and how I'd love to have a motorcycle, and then they park not just one. You forgot to say two. Yeah, two motorcycles.
Two Yamaha motorcycles that are parked, and one's right. So there's a parking space. There's a parking space in front of us, and they park the motorcycle like as if you had, a secondary motorcycle in your same spot, but it's facing our car right here. So what they do is they'll take your text messages of you saying how much you wanted a motorcycle, steal a motorcycle, and then say, oh, that's kind of coincidental and suspicious that you were talking about wanting one, and one that was parked right in front of your car just went stolen.
And then you'll get the police calling you, wanting to question you because they have access to that data.
Cause. So see, they'll set it up so because they could just say, well, we need to question you because it not only did you talk about a motorcycle, but it was right in front of your car. Maybe you've seen something. So they always want to make contact with you that way and try to frame you.
Okay.
Everything's a frame up.
Okay, so now, Erica, talk a little bit about the Pegasus program and what you've seen about it.
The Pegasus program.
Yeah, because that's what we're talking about when they frame you with digital data like dissidents. And remember, what was the institution that took them to court?
Amnesty International.
Yeah, talk about it.
And Citizen Lab exposed the spying software through the NSO group. There's an Israeli-based company that made the Pegasus program, and it's basically a hack that can get into your phone. It used to be where they would send you through the WhatsApp app. They would send they would call you. You didn't even have to pick up the phone call, and then the software would be installed in your phone. Now it's so sophisticated that they don't even have to call you. You don't have to click a link, nothing. It just gains access to your phone, completely takes control of everything in your phone.
Is there a way to stop it or block it with like antivirus software or something like that?
No, I say that they patched it, but I don't think it is. In fact, I would be so bold to say that these companies probably sell brand new phones with this software already installed on it because we're living in basically a surveillance state. So why not just pre-install this software in everybody's phone and then everyone's surveilled?
Yeah, they probably build it right into the circuitry of the phone so that even if the battery's out, they can remotely access it with RF or radio frequency.
Well, that's just a theory, but it's been proven.
Yeah,
they proved that this hack has happened, and so it remotely takes control of your phone. Photos, all your settings, all your text messages, your emails, your contacts, everything, and basically remotely acts as if you're accessing your phone, and it can go in your phone and send incriminating text messages on your behalf, and it's all coming from your IP address.
So they can plant stuff on your phone, and just like they can steal stuff off your phone.
So I can get in your phone and I can text somebody. Let's say I wanted to get back at somebody. I could get on someone's phone, text them, like a girl, to get a guy in trouble, and then it's on your phone, and then your girlfriend sees it and goes, oh, what's this text message to this girl? Or they take your photos and they make social media sites out of it and start chatting from your phone. And so they could frame you with this kind of stuff. They could make up anything they want. And the software is so sophisticated and so many people don't know about it that even if a local police station is not involved, they just send that information over to them, and then to these dumb people it looks like, oh yeah, this girl went missing, and that's so funny because you were just texting her all weekend, meeting up with her. Or they even go so far as picking a person, start texting them from your phone, and then taking that person and murdering them and framing you for it.
Yeah,
because
that's what they do. That's what they do.
They'll do that. Or if they can't get a video of you with somebody, what they'll do is they'll just monitor you, get a video surveillance of you in a store next to somebody, and then take that person and then do away with them and then say, look, you were on a video standing next to this person, and we kill them. So it's not only can they frame you, but they could also do their satanic sacrifice.
You can see this in Oregon.
It's a win-win for them.
Yeah, and you can see this in Oregon as well, just with the satanic ritualistic abuse and all the cults out there and all the sex trafficking out there and everything that they do. And they will, murder children in the woods to Moloch, really, and then basically have a patsy because, we live in the United States. It's like we've been having patsies for years and years and years and years now. It's always this lone nut.
Also, this software can take control of your video camera and watch you through it. And they've done this report on even for a person that doesn't really know much about
cover your camera, folks.
Conspiracy theories. 60 Minutes did a whole special on it, and they could that's why John will get text messages in live time of them saying, I know you're wearing a red shirt and you're eating pizza right now, and he'll literally be doing that because they take control of your camera of your phone and can spy through it and also turn your phone microphone into a listening device and listen to all your conversations. Yes,
and Erica, I would just like to say that people need to know about Pegasus and what Pegasus really is, and Erica's been describing it a little bit, but I mean, go to the Amnesty International, get the PDF, take a look at it.
There's an affidavit that they wrote because they were spying on an Amnesty International employee. And just that one incident with this employee terrorized the person so much, it restricts your freedom of speech, because it makes a person scared that they're being surveilled, which then in turn makes them scared to say what they really feel, which is a restriction and a civil rights violation of freedom of speech.
But the censorship even goes farther, because they take that information and data, and through, selling this kind of software to law enforcement, they start actually taking action to arrest you or to frame you or to, if you're a dissident. That was the problem, wasn't it, with Amnesty International? They're
not even dissidents. These are just, they did this to a woman who was just an animal rights activist. These aren't even people that have spoken out against the government that they're watching. It's animal rights activists that protect an animal. This one woman on Amnesty International, they have stories of this happening to them, how they're targeted by the government and whatever. She was arrested just for being an animal activist, and they said she was a terrorist. It's just crazy.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to say here, is that they're putting normal, average, everyday Americans that are innocent and profile policing and putting them under the terrorism law, basically the Patriot Act, which is...
So then they could surveil you, but you don't quite... See, a person that's an animal
very tricky the way they set it up.
Doesn't fall under the terrorist guidelines. She's not a terrorist, but they'll just say that, and they put you through court and all that. And then sometimes they even intend to just let you go. They have nothing on you. But by the time you have to represent yourself with an attorney, then you just spent $10,000. Then they charge you with something else again, knowing that they're very well going to drop the charges, but you got to get another attorney, then another attorney, and another attorney. And before you know it, you're bankrupt.
Yeah, okay, so folks, we're going to get going soon, but I just wanted to say too that all of this is very serious. We got to look into it. We got to research it. For targeted individuals out there that are being targeted, look into the Pegasus program, read the affidavit. There's lawsuits. There's there's a battle going on because of how corrupt this is, how dangerous this is, and just how, if you're not liked, or you say something that's not in line politically or whatever it might be. Even if you don't do anything, that's the danger.
One more thing I'd like to add with the Pegasus program. When you back up your data on it, it has a self-destruct mechanism that will start deleting your files, and that's why John's videos would go missing, his photos would go missing. They can go, like I said, they act as if it's their phone. They can log into your Hotmail, and then they will put the wrong password in, and all the sites that you access to lock you out for 24 hours, so you can't gain access to it, and do all that too.
Yeah, and that's and I've shown video, just pictures and everything else regarding the restricted access. But we're talking mainly, the emphasis here, lastly, is just that they're taking action against people and using law enforcement and Homeland Security, and under the Patriot Act and under the national security banner, they're basically trying to pull activists and Christians and dissidents. And you can read the Homeland Security document that lists white people as extremists and white nationalists, or whatever they want to label people as. But at first it starts out with the white nationalists, but then, just like in Nazi Germany, it spreads to everybody, and eventually the system devours itself.
Billions
I'm talking about something else. But
they're just watching. They're watching everybody through this program.
Yeah.
Everyone's surveilled in it. They said it on Amnesty International, 2 billion people that are being surveilled.
So they will set you up if you speak out. That's what we're trying to say here, right? I mean, that because they will set you up and frame you with digital data that can be controlled and manipulated by them through a software called Pegasus, and that can control the functionality of your phone. So they can text from your number all your contacts and pretend to be you.
That's already happened. That happened to John several times, and it's because of we were trying to figure out exactly how it was happening, and it's the Pegasus program.
Yeah.
It will take your contacts, start texting them horrible things like "I hate you," just outlandish, crazy things on your behalf.
Or you're going to be arrested. It'll say stuff like that. You'll get random numbers where people are texting you information that is private, but it's, and some of this is automated. It's like chatbots that are designed to just go to war, with people online. But at the same time, there's real people doing this, and
not when they know what you're wearing and what you're doing in lifetime.
And Erica said to me, there's operators that operate this software, right? They sell it to the law enforcement, and then law enforcement uses it to basically piece together information the way they want to piece it together.
Yeah, and I mean, they can go so far as taking emails and just like slicing and dicing and putting them together to whatever they want. I mean, you can, if they're this sophisticated with their technology and they want to slice and dice your emails together or your text messages, and then they get their expert to say this is an original, real text message or email, you're pretty much screwed unless you can like somehow, by the grace of God, like figure out a way to like punch a hole in it.
Well, that's why we're doing what we're doing, because, you know, we're calling it before it happens. And we just basically, that's what we do, because we studied the tactics that they use, that civilian national security forces use in third world countries. And that's why we're in a third world country. I mean, the evidence is the police state that we're living in right now and the restriction of free speech. So with that, I just want to say I love you guys. And Erica, say goodbye if you want.
Okay, bye.
Have a good day, guys. Bye.
Yeah, so there you go, guys. And they mentioned the affidavit from Amnesty International. Please go check that out, look it up. If you don't think that this stuff that we're talking about here is genuine, it's happening to a lot of people, and a lot of people are trying to fight back and seek some type of legal justice for the torture and for the invasion of privacy and just the endless amount of things, the wicked things this goes on in this program. So that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned, and John and I will get more into that affidavit and more into this Pegasus program and keep exposing everything we possibly can about this injustice. God bless you all.